The team leaders, the agents, they're making more money than you. I can factually show it to you. The marketplace is not saturated. It's bloated with sameness. It's not differentiation, it's distinctiveness that we're after. 90% quit the business every 5 years. The average income around 50 grand. So the only way to get into numbers that we're talking about is you got to have a business, not a job. Increasing income per transaction. It's not just about doing more deals, it's about making more on each one. The people in our system, the broker owners, the team leaders, the agents, they're making more money than you. I can factually show it to you. It's not that I'm trying to rub it in your face. It's the opposite. I want you to do it too. It'll solve your money problems in your business. You guys remember me mentioning that? But I zeroed in on using unique selling propositions as the primary catalyst for doing it. Not trading your time for money, not doing more work, but leveraging risk reversal to be able to demonstrate and do that. So this quote I shared with you from Dan Kennedy that says the marketplace is not saturated. It's bloated with sameness. I'm putting this back at you because this is the challenge, is to overcome sameness. A lot of people think because my name is Todd Walters and your name is Selena Miller, we're different. And the answer is no. You should have different names, but that means nothing to the customer. Selena Miller, Todd Walters, if you throw that out there to a customer, like, I have no idea what they do and how they're different. One sounds like a guy and one sounds like a female. So you got it? You're going to leave people to their own biases. Well, maybe they like doing business with men. Maybe they like doing business with females. You got it? You leave them to that unless you replace those kinds of things with USPs. And that is distinctive. It's not differentiation. It's distinctiveness that we're after. You guys got it? You can't beat that. All right. I shared this with you as well, so I'm just recapping that for you. We want to use 3 USPs at minimum. Your competition out in the marketplace is using 1 at best, so it's easy to crush them. They're going to have to spend a lot more money than you if you've got the power of 3 behind you. So we use those 3: guaranteed offers, guaranteed price, guaranteed sell. That's awesome. We're going to look at the how-to of those programs here momentarily. And then you let the marketplace do its thing. How valuable is that to the marketplace? How much will the marketplace pay or allow you to get paid for doing that? And the answer is you don't know. You will not know unless you go and test price in the marketplace. You got it? And that was me. Is that you put on a piece of paper and it says, 6%, you go out there and show it to the customer and they're like, yes or no. Okay. And if everybody says yes, you raise it until you get a lot of resistance. And then it's like, hey, I better not raise it anymore. Yes. What you do is add more value and then retest. I think you guys know this philosophy of price elasticity. I'm just wondering why more people don't do it. So you don't have to tell me why. I already know why. It's all association, okay? And then the other big thing that I zeroed in on USPs was not the overall 3 parts of a really good USP or 3 USPs rolled together to make one. It was the individual programs themselves, like that trade program. So I want to teach that to you today as well, okay? This was a game changer for me, being able to essentially take homes and trade. We have that as a mainstay in our system, so we're going to look at it. When I say, hey, this is the best system in real estate, and I can guarantee it, it's basically a challenge to people in the marketplace. They show me better. So that's kind of the philosophy that I have with your home sold guaranteed realty. The plan and the system and the coaching and training is to win in the marketplace. And that's my job, is to make it easier for the real estate agents, the brokers in our system across the country to win. You guys got it? Because if we're not winning, we're losing, which means we're not helping the customers get what they want. And they're subject to uncertainty. And what I want to provide is certainty because it makes people more comfortable in their own life. They got enough to worry about than worrying about their sale of their house. Agreed? Let me know if you agree with that philosophy. Okay, well, why not then build a system and put it out into the marketplace that overcomes all those things? If you can indeed do it. And that's all we've done here. All right. So to wrap that summary up from our briefing, I gave you this poll. You guys remember that? I said, okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, I want you to rank yourself on your 3 uniques, being clear in all of your marketing and sales efforts, communicate them. So I went back and looked at some of the polling on that, Laura, with some of the people that were on the briefing that put in like number 4 or number 3 on that poll. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. So I went and checked them out on Zillow. Now, I'm not going to call out their names right now because they're here. So I went to Zillow and I clicked the button to look at their profile. And guess how many USPs I saw there? None. And I'm like, dude, that's a 1. You ranked yourself a 4. That's a 1, big dog. So you got to be honest with your present situation, or you got to know what a differentiator really is. Some people think a differentiator or a USP is time in business. Oh, I've been doing this for 20 years. Well, shoot, that might be the problem. Doing it the same way for 20 years. Okay. I've been doing it for a long time too, but don't have to sell real estate anymore. You guys got it? So what's the difference there? All right. One's leverage. One uses unique selling proposition. The other one's not sure maybe what they are. So that's the first thing we want to get cleared up here is what that really means. Because to me, that's the game changer. What makes you distinctively different? So let's start with plan. All right, according to Forbes, the number one hidden cause of business failure is lack of a business plan and execution of it. Okay? So look at these statistics here on the screen. These are terrible. 90%, these are NARS numbers. 90% quit the business every 5 years. The average income around 50 grand. 90% make under 100 grand. 95% make under 300 grand. Only 324, I think the number is, earned $1 million or more in 2024. 71% of active agents closed nothing last year. Nothing.
Pretty depressing.
Not for me. That looks like opportunity, Laura.
Well, that's true.
That looks like opportunity. So why not have a business that exists to help people not be one of those numbers, to actually get into this 1%, okay, category? Yeah, so that's why we built this business. That's why our plan exists. That's why our system exists. That's why we do the master classes. That's why we do the strategy sessions, okay? And it's why we built this plan, our exclusive business plan. So you guys are familiar with how to build a house, I think, right? You know what I mean? Like, we've all in real estate here, so we've been around like house building. Could you imagine taking some buyers to a building site and you meet with the builder and he says, hey, if it's okay with you, I'm going to build your house without a plan. Or how about this? I don't need the architectural designs. I don't need the plans and the blueprints. It's all in my head. I just look around at what all the other builders are doing and I just copy them. Could you imagine what your buyers and you would do if that was your builder? You would flee. So this is why we have one. Okay, now here's what's awesome. 100% of the real estate professionals, the broker owners, the leaders, team leaders, agents that have come full circle with this thing, they make over 10 million. That's why I call it the $10 million gross commission income business plan. So now let's talk about it. So the plan and the systems in it are responsible for countless agents scaling up to 7-figure income earners. Now, the reason I spend time on it is because there is no other plan. It ain't the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book written by Dave and Gary. Let me tell you, that's not a business book. That's a job book, as you guys know. So the only way to get into numbers that we're talking about is you got to have a business, not a job. So you guys got it? So it's the only one of its kind. And we're proud of it. And we're going to use it today to demonstrate and use and teach from. People like Shelly. She was in the REO business. Now she's in the resale business, selling 900 homes a year, making 10 million bucks. Could you imagine? All of a sudden you're making $500,000 a year with no money because you're having to. It takes 300 transactions to make it, so it's less than under $2,000 a commission. So you can imagine you just don't have any money. That's what she discovered, because she told me, she goes, I thought if I sold more homes, I would have more money. But the more I'm selling, the broker I'm getting. And I'm like, yeah, that's called you got a capitalization problem there, Shell. So she's like, what do I do? It's because if I sold 600 houses, I think I'd be bankrupt. And I'm like, you hit it right on the head. This is what most people don't know. They don't understand capitalization in their business. They don't understand they need to make a certain amount of money in order to scale and have some left over. So anyway, so she did what you guys are doing right now, okay? And she did pretty well because of it. But she sent me a video to share with you guys. I'm going to play it to you. It's pretty inspiring.
Hey guys, I'm Shirley Salas with your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty in Killeen, Texas. I know you guys are at a mastermind right now and you're going to have amazing nuggets when you walk out of that room. And honestly, that's just a glimpse of what you will get at your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty every single time. So I wanted to share my journey with you on how it's been, how my life has changed since I entered and joined your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. So prior to joining this amazing organization, I was a full-time REO agent. My husband and I ran an amazing business selling nothing but foreclosure properties, but I was working what felt like 24/7, 7 days a week, and it wasn't providing me the lifestyle that I wanted. Now, since I've joined your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, I plugged and played and implemented all the systems and processes that they had in place, and now I'm not only able to enjoy the lifestyle that I've always wanted, but you can see right behind me, my building is now on the busiest interstate in my area, and you too, my friends, can achieve the same success. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Yeah, she's very approachable and accessible. So this is what she did. She took this plan and she took it literally, okay? So when I told her that, hey, the first 90 days that you and I are going to deep dive into today, when I told her the first 90 days are the next 90 days, okay, it's going to equal what happens in the next 9 years from you. It's just a trajectory, okay? If you get going with something and you stick with it, it's going to really raise up quite fast, faster than you think. So I'm going to give you a billion-dollar agent pro tip, okay? Whether you're a broker owner or an agent, doesn't matter to me, but you've got to make time to work on your business like you're doing right now. That's awesome. If your business card doesn't make an offer or have a USP on it, then it's not anywhere else either, or if it's inconsistent. If your buyer and seller agreements are the board forms, you got problems immediately, okay? Those forms do not help you get customers. If anything, they repel them. You're always trying to overcome the problems that they deliver, okay? It doesn't have the benefits in them for obvious reasons. So I take that as basics and put it in the beginning of Success Track, for example. So when you start to work on your business, it starts with learning, then planning, and then execution. You guys got it? Learn what to do, plan it out,